My family and I recently started using a lot more coconut milk because not only is it tasty, but it's super good for you as it's loaded with healthy fats that help support brain health and help to support a more sustained energy that helps keep you going all morning long. We especially love to mix it into smoothies, but there are so many ways that you can add coconut milk into your diet. Now, we have gotten it in cans at the store, but I really wanted to try to figure out how to make it at home to see if it was less expensive and if it tasted better. Plus, I don't always love that the cans at the store tend to have thickeners in them. So, we ventured out to learn how to make coconut milk, and this video is to show you 2 ways that you can make coconut milk right in your own kitchen. Making coconut milk is so easy, and the 2 ways that you can do it is either with shredded coconut or a whole coconut. And for each one, all you need is 2 ingredients, the coconut and water. So first, let's look at the shredded one. You want to get shredded coconut that is not sweetened. Place 2 cups of the shredded coconut into your blender and add 4 cups of hot water. You want it to be as hot as you can get it without it melting your blender. Allow it to sit for about 2 to 3 minutes, just allowing the coconut to soak in the water, and then blend it on high just until it's all really well blended together. Then all you have to do is strain it off. I like to take a quart jar and place a funnel on top and then drape over it either cheesecloth, or I like to use a tea towel because I can rewash them easily, and then pour the coconut mixture into that cheesecloth. Pick up your cloth and squeeze it out as best as you can, making sure to get all of that coconut milk goodness out of it. You may even have to use some gloves for this because sometimes it can be a little hot, or you can just let it cool a little bit until you can handle it. Squeeze it until you get all of the milk out and you've made your coconut milk. Next, let's look at making it with a whole coconut. This one takes just a little bit more work, but it's also a lot of fun. Now, when you're breaking a coconut, one thing you want to be really careful of is that you're not doing it on a surface that could get cracked. So if you're doing it on your counter, you might want to put some layers of towels underneath or just find a safer spot to do this. Start by taking a Phillips head screwdriver and pound it into the 3 eyes of the coconut. Once you've got these holes in, you can drain off the coconut water. Simply pour it all into a jar and then set it aside to use. You can add this to a smoothie or just drink it like it is. Next, you want to split the coconut in half. Simply hold it in one hand and then hit it with a hammer all the way around the circumference. If you look hard at your coconut, you can see kind of a seam that goes a certain direction, and it tends to crack a lot easier if you hit along that seam. Once you split it in half, you want to separate the meat from the shell. You can try to lay it down and pound on the shell to get the meat to separate, but I had to pry it loose with a butter knife. This was a little challenging, and thankfully my husband jumped in to help, but once it got started, it finally went pretty easily. Don't worry about the brown layer of skin because that's just fine. You just want to make sure that you get the whole shell off. Once you've got your coconut chunked off in pieces, simply add it into the blender, and you're going to do the same thing that you did with the shredded coconut. Pour in the 4 cups of hot water, allow it to sit for a few minutes, blend it until your coconut is completely pureed, and then strain it off exactly like you did the other one. Here you can see the 3 different coconut milks. One is the store-bought from a can, one is from the shredded coconut, and one is from the whole coconut. You can see the differences in how much you get with each one and how creamy each one is. So one reason I really wanted to try making coconut milk at home was to see if it was more cost-effective, and here's how it rang up. The can of milk cost me $2.69 for 13.5 ounces of coconut milk. For shredded, I paid $4 for a bag of shredded coconut, but I only used half a bag for the batch. So it basically cost me $2 for a batch and made an entire quart of coconut milk. With the whole coconut, they cost me about $2.79, and it made more than 1 quart. And the taste of the whole coconut milk was absolutely wonderful. So as you can see, making your own coconut milk is super easy, it's really fun, and it is definitely more cost effective. Plus, the flavor of making it at home cannot be beat. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to like and subscribe if you'd like to see more of our videos. Thank you so much for watching.